Super Mario Bros. Wii is a tough game, old school tough, so you better bring your butt-stomping A-game, as this will test even the most seasoned platforming veterans. But while New Super Mario Bros. Wii feels and plays like classics like Super Mario Bros. 3, there are enough additions here, such as 4-player co-op, to make it a completely engaging title in its own right. Whether you decide to tackle it solo or submit yourself to the at times fun, at times frustrating multiplayer, New Super Mario Bros. Wii is a thoroughly worthwhile experience. Nintendo hasn't fiddled with their successful 2D platforming formula too much, with gameplay additions limited to tweaks rather than total revamps. You've still got to run, jump, bounce, glide, and swim your way from point A to point B while avoiding environmental obstacles and enemies. This task requires increasingly accurate timing, intricate planning, and ninja-like reflexes as you progress through the game's 8 varied worlds. Mario gets 2 new power-ups, the astoundingly useful penguin suit and the just as useful helicopter suit. All of Mario's other power-ups and abilities are old favorites. Fire flowers, ice flowers, starmans, and more make a comeback, as well as the lovable and extremely useful Yoshi, who makes a disappointingly brief appearance in a few levels. You'll need to dig deep and mine whatever experience you have with previous Mario offerings, as New Super Mario Bros. Wii is by far the most challenging game in the series for many years, certainly more so than New Super Mario Bros. On the DS or Super Mario Galaxy. It starts off easy enough, but by the start of the second world, things get noticeably more difficult, and it doesn't let up as you make your way through the game's fiery 8th world and a particularly epic Bowser boss battle. It's a welcome challenge because despite the fact that you'll no doubt lose plenty of lives and at times be tempted to throw the Wiimote in frustration, the game never feels cheap thanks to its consistently outstanding level design. The game's high difficulty may initially scare off new players, but it wouldn't be the Nintendo of today if the game didn't try to make concessions for casual gamers. The Super Guide is the game's way of guiding you past sections you may find tough to get past, and is activated as an option once you lose 8 lives in any particular level. If you use the guide, a computer-controlled Luigi will sub in for Mario and will essentially run through the entire level for you. It's an interesting addition, and while it initially seems to make the game too easy, the high lives count needed before it activates means that, for the most part, you'll probably be able to figure out the best way through a level on your own even before Super Guide kicks in. And while it does show you the optimum path through levels, the AI Luigi doesn't uncover all the secret areas or star coins. And as with previous Mario games, there are plenty of these secret areas and bonuses to be found. Each level features star and red coins to collect, as well as the usual warp pipes, hidden blocks, secret one-ups, and much more. Collected star coins can be used to unlock bonus movies, which show where hidden areas can be found, speedruns, and more. But more importantly, you'll need star coins to access a super secret area, which is only unlocked after you complete the game. Your quest to find all those coins and save perennial kidnapped victim Princess Peach is backed up by mainly solid controls. You play with the Wiimote held sideways, with a 2 button used for the all-important jump and 1 used to throw projectiles. It works fine for the most part, but some of the motion control based moves, such as shaking the Wiimote to launch a spin attack or quickly jerking the Wiimote down to pick up objects, can sometimes lead to unexpected lapses of control as your hands shift. And while you can play with a nunchuck attached, for some odd reason there's no classic controller support built into the game, which is a disappointing omission. New Super Mario Bros. Wii's biggest new feature is the ability for 4 people to play the game at once. Players take on the role of Mario, Luigi, Blue Toad, and Yellow Toad, and while they're technically different characters, they all share the same abilities and moves. Playing with friends is initially great fun. You can bounce off other characters, push each other into crevices, and even pick up and throw other characters. It's chaotic and can provide plenty of laughs, as long as you're not actually serious about quickly reaching the end of a level. The ability to bounce off other characters makes navigating most tough levels with more than one player a slow process, and it reaches frustration levels if you're partnered with Mario newcomers who will, more often than not, accidentally get in the way. That's not to say you should avoid multiplayer. With other experienced players at the helm, it can be fun, if a little tedious, to make it through a world. While New Super Mario Bros. Wii is the second Mario platform game offering for the Nintendo home console, it pales in comparison to the looks of the first, Super Mario Galaxy. Sound is more a collection of nostalgia-inducing music and noises from previous Mario games than anything groundbreaking or new, including sounds from the 8-bit era, such as the distinctive noise made when Mario first grabs a super mushroom. Thankfully, New Super Mario Bros. Wii has more than nostalgia to back it up. While it doesn't stray too far from what's come before it, the game's tight gameplay, multitude of secrets, accessibility for newcomers thanks to the nifty Super Guide, and some fun multiplayer additions all add up to a great platformer that Mario fans and non-fans alike should enjoy. Uh-oh.